What do you mean? He already has a deal with the King of Saudi Arabia. They're going to move him to the mega city. They're going to get 100 square miles of glass shining block to move in an indoor mall. They're going to be like, did we die and go to heaven?
The King of Jordan and he said that they won't accept that. We still don't know what will exactly happen, but for now, it won't.
Don't.
I mean, I'm not like I don't think that Egypt or Jordan it's a good idea that they will accept them. I agree, but
they might be forced. Yeah, that's what.
Accept them.
I don't think it's good. I think it will destabilize it. I mean, maybe Egypt not because Egypt is like 100 million people, right? So but Jordan, it will have a huge impact on Jordan, and I don't think it's good to destabilize any of those countries. However,
what do you mean destabilize? What do you think they're going to come in with boatloads of weapons?
They did it before. Oh my God!
The point is, kick this motherfucker. The point is, if they're demilitarized before going into Jordan and Egypt, the security concern is limited. If they remilitarize within Jordan or Egypt, well, then they'll have to be subjected to the law.
Well, it might destabilize if you have, I don't know, a few hundred thousand Palestinians that, you know, the way that they were educated is a bit different than the way that the Egyptians were educated. However, you have like whole neighborhoods in Gaza that are completely destroyed. It will take years to kind of rebuild it with the infrastructure. So I mean, there should be some kind of a solution. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure why they so object to being refugees. They already call themselves refugees. So I'm not sure why it's a big difference. And it will not be the first war that people left after the war or during the war. Only with Palestinians, ethnic cleansing. And basically, yes, I get it why Jordan and Egypt don't want them, or anyone else.
It's for Egypt's national security, because you can't assure if Hamas terrorists will do terroristic attacks from Egypt or from Sinai to Israel. So it's not.
No, I think it's actually good that Egypt and Jordan will object and will say why they will object, so they will understand that the problem is not Israel. There is a problem with the Palestinians and with Hamas, that Hamas and this ideology needs to be eradicated. And it's not just about Israel. That, you know, they already destabilized Egypt or Jordan in the past. They assassinated the prime minister. They tried to make a coup. Then they went to Lebanon. Exactly. So, I mean, they are. Like it happened before, and I think it's actually good that Trump will push both Jordan and Egypt, so they will say no, but they will explain why, because the focus is on Israel, and people kind of think it's like anti-Arab. So when Arabs will say no, they will have to find a different excuse. So maybe it will be a good thing.
You know, people say that like Israel would never agree to allowing U.S. military to conduct an attack, you know, in conjunction with Israel on the Gaza Strip to free the hostages. But, you know, Trump said at Mar-a-Lago, if you don't release the hostages, all hell will break loose on, you know, January 21st. So he's in office now. I mean, it means nothing. It's all talk.
Let's be honest. I mean, there's nothing that the U.S. Army can do. What, it will go like arms blazing and kill more Palestinians? I mean, what can they do?
Yeah,
IDF
that's exactly what they'll do.
I mean, well, the IDF has more intelligence and knows more about Gaza and how to treat the population than the Americans. The only thing that the Americans can do is go guns blazing and just genocide people.
Well, not genocide people, but, you know, you got to understand that liberating American hostages, if America were to be really MAGA pro-America, they would do it and they would coordinate it and they would free their hostages.
They cannot. One of the reasons that Israel did not go into Gaza City, and there are areas that Israel did not go where the hostages are, is because if Israel will go near them, they will execute the hostages like they already did, including one American. And then this blood will be on the American hand that they will have dead hostages.
Well,
no one wants dead hostages.
I mean, this is, it's so street to street that where if America were to position a large force and say, you've got 24 hours to return the hostages or we will conduct operations to liberate our hostages, it would force their hand. I mean, America...
No, they will not. They will not. They will say, go ahead. And then they will have like dead babies, and America is a terror organization that is genociding the brown people, and they will execute, you will gain nothing.
No, I get it, but you got to understand, this is Trump 2024, 2025. Like, this is the new regime where fuck around and find out, where like things haven't even kicked off yet. Things are coordinating, like they're trying to take control of the government here in the US by removing a lot of people and taking control of the financial distribution, at the Treasury, etc. I'm just saying the military events haven't even begun. So, Trump, if he wanted to, he could do it. He could liberate American hostages tomorrow if he had the willpower to really do it.
Not his army. Maybe starting by declaring, for example, UNRWA as a terrorist organization, filing charges against the UN, or tell them that they will be kicked out from the UN to kind of check their stance against terrorism, to make them comply with their own resolution 1373 regarding terrorism. That he can do. Pressure the UN, because the United States is funding, I guess, most of the UN, and UNRWA, like declare them as a terrorist organization. And anyone that is donating to them is like a terrorist supporter. This they can do. Or put pressure on like countries like Qatar, that are assisting, not military forces. I don't think that the Americans have any leverage here with Hamas.
I mean, America isn't going to go in unless it's like a coordinated movement, because it would be like a butcher, but it's not even about the butcher. It's about it's about poker. It's about causing massive amounts of pressure where you just have to, it's like a chessboard. You have to keep causing them to.
Get a phone call.
I know, but anyways, I'm just talking to you guys. I'm just saying that like this is like a giant chessboard and it's piece by piece, and it's gonna happen. The change is now, the change is coming, and the change will keep changing. But the Palestinians they're gonna lose. They're gonna get ground down, and the quicker they get smart about it and essentially negotiate a settlement and release all hostages and demilitarize, the greater their chances of long-term survival and revival is. They have to stop what they're doing now in order to obviously more quickly regroup and thrive and demilitarize, because I know a lot of Palestinians, a lot of Palestinians, they're good people, they're nice people, but militarization and terrorism, you just have to go the peace route. You have to become like Mahatma Gandhi and become a bunch of fucking peace Muslims, apparently.
I expect you, and there is a woman voice. People are more corporate. I expect you to invite people, talk to them. As an Egyptian, you can say some words in Arabic.
Hi, Habibi.
Habibi.
I find Habibi more sexy than Habibi.
אז מה דוד, מה אתה מספר? בוא תגיד לי, מאיפה אתה דוד?
Listen, Amos, עזוב.
מאיפה אתה לא מדבר?
עיר גדולה.
Conscious when they enter an integrated field of consciousness, which is characterized by a phenomenal unity relation. Similarly, so citing Bain here, I think this might be the Bain and Chalmers paper we've talked about before. Similarly, Bain, 2007, theory of creature consciousness, which specifies whether or not an organism can be said to be phenomenally conscious, requires two primary components: the integrative mechanisms that generate.
Because the house of God is used for house of God all through Scripture. Chapter 28.
Correct.
When Yaakov has his dream, he says, "This is the house of God." That Elohim. The point is that it's used interchangeably, and you're splitting
I
hairs.
understand it. Okay, so no, you're the one splitting hairs. Now listen.
No, Bet and Mikdash are synonyms. They're synonyms, and you know it. They're synonymous.
No one's arguing that, so stop.
But see, study. Hang on, Myron. I'll give you the floor. Believe me, I will. Study. This is why I said, can I please show a couple of verses prior to Nehemiah, his time, that the temple was already there? Because I knew this was coming.
Oh no. Oh no, how will you live? How are you gonna make it? How are you gonna make it?
It's to America because they have shit like quad.
Who gives a fuck?
So, does this apply to all the cars that are built in Mexico also by American companies?
Yeah, cars are going to cost $5,000 more.
What are we buying cars every day? What are you talking about?
Cars.
It's all financed anyway. Just pay your fucking monthly bill, you're fine.
I don't finance cars. That's fucking retarded.
Well, most cars are financed.
Why would you not finance a car?
Who pays attention to it?
Buying a car for cash.
Bitch, why would you not finance a car?
Cash for $1,200.
Yeah, okay, fine. If you're buying a new car, like a normal person, or a, newish car, you finance that bit.
Yo, buying a brand new car,
And we can still see the top of the structure, but we can't see the bottom. And then we just drive towards the structure. The structure gets, grows from the ground up. It would blow their mind,
how those objects grow.
It's all perspective, man.
I mean, fundamentally, that's the whole thing, right? I mean, it's a more profound thing than it seems, but they're not talking about that, right? You can get into all this, what are our senses, and blah, 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 conversation on that, but we're never going to do that with this group.
With this group. Look at this group. Look, this whole room is a victim.
Yeah, what you trying to say, you people? You racist bastard. The earth is flat. You don't know the truth of the earth, you atheist motherfucker.
You're right.
You don't know the truth of the earth. You an atheist. Atheist?
I kind of like him. There's something weird about him that I like.
Well, how come people don't have every account this guy has blocked?
I do find him entertaining for like 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't you when you hear his voice? Ah, yes. There's the voice of reason. And he's not that dumb when you actually talk to him. He's a pretty smart guy. He's afflicted with something.
Yeah, it's like people like that are smart that I don't like interacting with. I no longer interact with them.
God, Lana hates
I mean,
me.
if you catch me in a moment of weakness, no one's actually stupid, right? But it's just, we have to say that when we're frustrated. But people can be intelligent and believe dumb things. But, he's an interesting case study. Even you, Brandon, too. Still love you.
Division. If we get back to that. So, Brandon, what in the vision? You have to tell us who told you about the vision?
again, man, it all comes down to the machine. Y'all have it playing about what you see? Flat Earthers have it playing about what they see.
No. Flat Earthers are not using reason about what they see. You guys are not rationalizing when. You're not being rational people when you're taking things at
That word involves ratio. That's why it's a math thing.
I mean, I will admit, I am not the best at the math when it comes to it. So, like I said before, I get back to the book.
So why don't you take our word for it when we are? Just for a little bit.
No. Not to finish real quick, right? So the lacking of the mathematical understanding as far as breaking down mathematically doesn't
On
mean
the earth.
So as far as
On the back, truth, earth, math.
Conversation the way you break it down mathematically. You would have a mathematical description of what you believe in, and there is a mathematical description that flat earthers believe in based on options we see as far as the comparison of looking at things.
Is that true?
Wait, Marion, would you rather be Iraqi or Syrian?
Hi, Nabil. Please come up here.
I just want to know, do you think they do Botox or lip filler in the Gaza Strip pre-October 7th?
Adrian Dittman, what did you say to me today? Didn't you say that you wanted to marry me?
I'm just wondering, though, do you think they do lip filler or Botox in the West Bank?
Now, then?
I'm just asking a question to find out the truth of the earth by using math. It's called science. Listen, if you ever make it to Chicago, my darling, when you get to Chicago, my darling, I'll take you out on my boat and take you to the most beautiful, crystal clear, blue, sunny beach in the Chirac you've ever been.
I cannot be with a Jew, but thank you for the offer.
Why not?
You can drink a pina colada.
So don't tell your father, tell your mother.
My mom will kill me too.
Your mom and your dad will be proud that you made it to the big city to have a free lunch at the beach.
What if he's a rich Jew?
If he's a what?
I'm rich in Torah.
No, it doesn't matter. We don't care about
Rich in
the
Torah.
Rabbeinu Shalom, Hashem has blessed me with a kingdom.
What if he's
I don't know. I am telling you, they love the Palestinians. That's why. It's love hate.
We hate terrorists that murder people. That's all that we hate. We love everything else except for murder, death, and chaos.
Of course he's going to forget about you, Rahel. Nobody cares about you. I'm telling you, never trust a Jew, Rahel.
Do you think the victims of October 7th, disliked peace and joy and harmony and bliss?
Oh, I thought you were Rachel Sheen. Господи Боже. Adrian Dittman, maybe next life. I don't know.
Just stay in your shitty Europe with your dirty, disgusting immigrants flooding in, taking your jobs, ruining your cities, sex, molesting you.
Nabil is Ashuri. Do you know what Ashuri is?
Really?
Ashuri, Assyrian.
He's a close friend of the Phoenicians, people like you.
He's Assyrian, not Syrian, Assyrian, when...
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, Syrian.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, sure, but he can't speak the language. This is so sad.
Yeah, you cannot, are you Assyrian? Nabil?
He's Ashuri.
Like Bashar?
You don't like Bashar?
Yes.
You support Al-Julani? No, we don't support Julani.
Julani is just as bad, not worse.
Because they're
Nabil, I remember you now.
from Al-Qaeda. They're literally ISIS. They just rebranded their name to Tahrir al-Sham, but they're ISIS.
Tahrir al-Sham.
Yeah.
How?
What does it mean? Hello.
Tahrir al-Sham is like freedom of the mount, like Sham, Syria.
Freedom of Syria, like freedom, like freedom of the Levant.
Hi, Arabian. Are you Egyptian?
No.
What are you?
I'm from Morocco, but my mother is from Syria.
So you're half Syrian.
Yeah.
And Nasuri.
Frankie, come up here. He's also he's Ashuri. Can you change your name, please?
Ashuri is like Christians, Muslims.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm the same thing.
I'm an Arab.
Oh.
Mariam, what are you? Mariam. Yeah. What are you? I'm Egyptian. Egyptian. Oh my God, Frankie, come up here and speak Suryoyo.
Please, I'm not Assyrian. I'm not Assyrian.
Like Aramaic, Assyrian, it's all the same thing.
No.
Yes, you do realize we're all the same. Like the only thing is just the difference.
Yes, I'm racist.
No, you guys are the same. The Chaldeans, the Assyrians, and the
Bro,
Syrians.
I can't be racist because my mom's black.
Your mom is black?
Yes. She's Aramaic.
Are you Sicilian?
Yes. Oh, what's wrong with it? Why the fuck are you all racist?
Since when are you fucking black?
Listen, I gotta say, I think we're doing a great job at the coexistence. I think you're all doing beautifully coexisting right now. The now is all important.
Adrienne, I really love your voice, to be honest. I think you bring a lot of joy.
Joy now.
It was a long time you said Shaloyla. Can you say Shaloyla?
The boy noy shaloy.
Thank you.
In Hebrew, that means master of the universe.
Who modded me? Was it Amo?
It's only me.
Oh, Amos. Baby. Hi, Chili.
Habibi, I know what is it.
Yes, of course.
Habibi, I know what is it.
You know what's funny? You know how Salwan Momika was recently killed? Well, Muslims all over the internet. No, it's not his death that found funny. It's not his death. What's funny is this, is the fact that when the Muslims online have been complaining about what he did, they say, look, this man was a terrorist. He was a part of the Babylon Brigade. But just a month ago, they were celebrating Julani becoming the new leader of Syria, even though he's a former ISIS member. It's double standards. It's just amazing double standards. Even though,
I just don't understand. Why can't the Palestinians accept the fact that Theodore Herzl had a vision for the restoration of Israel? You can't dispute history with propaganda and misinformation forever. You'll get bored.
I'm gonna...
Fuck your coexistence.
Damn.
Someone is out of alignment. You need to go do some hot yoga immediately.
Hot yoga?
What's up, fuck your coexistence?
I don't know. I think it was that Egyptian girl. I have no clue. Hey, Shah, how have you been?
Did she reinterpret the word coexistence to mean fuck you or something? Did she not know what the word meant? Did she just start learning American English? Amos, maybe you need to update the title to Joy, Peace Now.
I like it. Peace, my coexistence. Then people will understand that there is no other way to live together, only coexistence. If people understand what the word means,
Well, it doesn't really mean anything. That's the problem. You have to extrapolate the additional components of the term coexistence to understand it. And most people cannot extrapolate the alternative meanings or subcomponents of the term coexistence. Bring Soren up. Soren is a fucking moron. Come up here, you low IQ dingbat.
I agree with every word you said, Elliot, but I want to say it by myself to Soren personally. I need him on the stage. He's shouting. Now start shouting. So you have all the stage. Nobody will interfere. You start shouting, Soren. You're shouting, and Amir's home. Why don't you shout here? We hear you.
Tell me about the Hannibal Directive. I'm going to put a link in the chat.
Who is this guy? What the fuck is he doing? Who I am? Who I am? Or who am I? Who am I is a question for the ages. That's one we're all searching for to find out who I am, who's in there, who wants to come out and go, hey, I'm hungry. Who I am is too deep and almost, you gotta go in deep and pull out the thing, like with that movie where the thing came out of the stomach and ate up the people on the fucking spaceship. May they rest in peace. My name is Ben Sobel. Leone. Ben Sobel-Leone. I'm also known as Benny the Groin, Sammy the Schnoz, Elmer the Fudd, Tubby the Tuba, and once as Miss Phyllis Levine. But that was at a party, it was years ago. I smoked at the Tibet and I had a fucking lewd, and then suddenly I'm in fishnets and singing show tunes. These things happen, but it's nothing to do with what I'm here with you fine gentlemen today. So,
So Benny Salome, Benny Salome, Soren is Benny Salome.
Amos, do you know who that was that he played?
I know him. They shout the other room.
No, the clip he played, that was Billy Crystal.
No, I have no idea.
He's a Jewish American comedian. He's in a movie called City Slickers. It's a very funny movie.
Let's show her.
Huh?
You thought of her or not?
I'm not gonna say it, but
Why not?
what the hell? What? Hello?
Hi.
Wait, why was I hearing it after?
I think it was the microphone.
Okay, Abby, let's
Hello?
just move on from that.
Okay.
Just beat her up.
What do you mean?
Okay,
I'm not some black bitch.
She's not sending it because it reminds her of me. She likes her, the way she behaves.
Yeah, because she behaves like you.
No, she doesn't. She behaves more like you. You're the one that needs money. Yeah, if you don't pay me, I will not date you.
I would never say that to somebody.
Yes, you. Oh my God, I wanted to.
Support the Mexicans. Thank you. Support.
I was saying, when I was
Adam,
going
that's
to
messed up.
rescue with my friends, he said, I need a rich man.
I do need a rich man.
See, I never say that.
Ryan, have you met Dr. Adams?
He's straight.
He separated from his fiance though.
Yeah, but he's straight.
I thought you were like compromising.
I didn't say that. I just said it straight.
Your voice is getting deeper while you're describing Adam's heterosexual.
Thank you. Excuse me. You guys are all out here in a bunch of fake outrage. Bullshit. Deport.
Are you in Huntington Beach or something with a loud mic?
No, I'm in a.
Look at Sasha's PTR. I love that PTR picture.
What is this picture, Sasha?
It's from the movie Dune. That's where he says, by the juice of Safu. Repeat it. Just keep repeating it. Repeat it over and over and over and over.
TB, shut the fuck up.
What they allowed to do to you? Do you know that that's how Nissa's eyebrows look?
It is by the juice of Safu that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Safu that I set my mind in motion.
Shut up, bitch.
Bitch, shut up. Gay ass nigga.
Nigga, I am gay.
Gay ass nigga.
You a nigga. What's your
It is by the juice of Safu that I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
All these people over here who are chasing like fucking little dogs don't know shit about the power of Dune and the mantra about setting their mind in motion.
It is by the will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Safu. So, do you think you're a mentat, Sasha?
No, but I'm closer to being a real life mentat than I would say 95% of other people.
How would you know, though? Like, what diagnostics or, how could you actually measure that?
Because people are fucking idiots and they don't know how to spot patterns because they are pretty much, they pretty much specialize.
Okay, fine. I get it.
No, you don't get it.
I get it.
Everyone likes to specialize. No one's a generalist anymore. I'm exposed to a polymath as just a 120 IQ person can be, and it makes me.
But Sasha, the point is, what are you doing with your genius? Like, that's the point.
I'm building an amazing household and I'm raising 3 fantastic children and I'm satisfying my wife. What are you doing?
I'm asking you how you're using your genius.
And I just told you, I'm making a really good household. I'm training.
Do you have a library?
Like 3 pretty good. No, that's my only failing.
Are you open to having a second wife?
Yeah, she would be
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's not a good
Are you open to Ryan being your second wife? I think that was the implication.
I was asking for my friend Abby.
I don't want
Oh.
Look, like I don't have more to give right now.
I have guys in the spoon.
But wait, Sasha, if you're a mentat and you're using the juice of Safu, Sasha, please hold. If you're a genius mentat using the juice of Safu to raise 3 kids and take care of a wife, my question is, what programming materials are you using in conjunction with your genius Safu juice?
If you're using Safu's juice, why don't you have any leftovers?
Why don't you record on YouTube?
Oh,
With 15 seconds of views.
The juice of Safu.
Or short story.
Beautiful thing is that the juice of Safu is self-replenishing. If you're healthy and you eat the right diet and exercise,
You could have recorded this
So wait, are you telling me I should order pizza and make myself a beer mosa and skip going to the gym? If I talk to fatties all day long, will I become a fatty?
Yes.
Am I a fatty? And I just don't know it. Am I in denial? I gotta go to the gym quick!
I talked to that made me a fatty.
Oh my god, you guys
Oh, really?
Wait, I don't have seizures. I go to the gym.
And you sleep too.
Yeah, and I sleep 8 to 9 hours a day.
Good job, me too.
You know, if you get 4 hours of sleep a day and you're high on ketamine launching rockets to Mars, you might be Elon Musk, aka Adrian Dimmer.
I don't think he sleeps only 4 hours.
He sleeps 2 hours a day.
He doesn't. He sleeps probably 12 hours on Friday, and then he stays up for 4 days in a row.
He plays video games. Do men play video games?
Okay. I have an honest question here. So, like, curious.
Okay, spit it out.
Why is everyone, like, sounding, like, white in this room? Because
We are all white.
We're in white passing. You just have white fragility.
like,
You're Asian.
days ago, and I've just been looking around, and, like, it's N-word clubhouse. That's what it is, man.
N-word?
It's
N-word?
Or the J words.
Listen, I have a copyright on the N-word. You can't use it unless you pay me a royalty.
Niggers are the only people with this much
No,
leeway.
that's right. This YouTube gets shut down.
Yeah. What the fuck? What happened?
Go to Chatter. It's called Blacked.
All the white people are at work, Sasha,
You're right, Ryan. Aren't you?
and with their family.
No,
But then-
not
but
at
then you
all.
can't
All
even-
the white people got suspended
Can't
from
even-
that.
You can't even raise the issue like that I'm trying to raise it with overrepresentation, because that's the whole thing. And then they just get angry at you, and I don't like it, because I want to trade ideas with people, but they're so fucking loud, and they don't give a
But
space.
what ideas are you looking to get traded? Like, you do realize if you trade your good ideas with people who have shit ideas, you just traded shit. You know, what the fuck are you looking to trade?
But then, I know, but then I feel bad because I feel like I'm judging all of them because they sound a
You
certain way.
feel
Because there could be a diamond in the
Maybe they are a certain
I'm not.
thing that makes them
I'm
sound
not
like
giving.
that.
Yeah, maybe it's up to them.
look at your fucking eyebrows, bro. Look at your fucking eyebrows, okay, Sasha? Just take a look at your PTR. You think that these people have the problem? Look at your lips. Look at your lips. Look at your eyebrows.
Hey, if I put my real PTR up here with my stupid mustache, I'd look at just as equally dumb.
You look Asian.
So, okay, wait, Sasha, let's break down that, you know, I set my will in motion. Like, say it again one more time. Let's break it down. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm an honest guy. I did cheat. I bring it up because I'm old now. I can't remember it. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
What did you say? You cheated?
I cheated, yeah. In my 20s and 30s, I could have recited this no problem, but I had to bring it up. So here it is. And so, should I go sentence by sentence?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it is by will alone I set my mind in motion. Anybody have a complaint? I don't have a complaint.
You cheated on your wife or your girlfriend at this time?
Oh, God. Abby, you're come on. We're actually trying to talk about stuff here. Nothing silly. It is by the juice of safu that thought acquires speed. The lips acquire stain. The stains become a warning. Okay, so let's break that down. If I will let some of my emotion, meaning there's an intention to do something with the brain, like it's a meditation. I'm going to be engaging in some higher order thinking. I'm setting my mind in motion. It's by the juice of safu that thoughts acquire speed. So he's taking a drug. So he's taking.
So he's taking speed.
Yeah, he's taking speed. So it's like I'm taking speed, and the lips acquire stains. So that's like it's basically like you can see that they've taken this drug, and the stains become a warning. It means don't fucking OD. Don't do too much. If you don't, like you have to titrate properly to do your dose correctly. And then it ends with it is by will I saw my emotion. So this is the when the Mentats take the juice of Tafel, this is their mantra that they recite to kind of get them dialed in, right? So there's a ritualistic aspect to their completely rationalist endeavor, which is neat. I never thought about it that way, but apparently it is so. Unless Alan, who I forgot his last name, his last what's his name? Annoyance. Edmund, yes. Edmund.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, for the most part. But I would just comment that the word will is a capital will. So that's the universal design or the it's a little bit like a Gnosticism in a way, because what you're trying to do is merge the universal will with your will, and then they're using the drug to carry out the universal will. And the Mentats are like living human computers. But then the ending about the stain on the lips is a warning, meaning shut the fuck up. Will and action mean shut the fuck up. Like stop talking, stop chirping, go fly and do. Go and do.
I didn't know that the will was capital W will.
Yeah, that's
W will is that's the universe.
That's the universe. That's the universe's will, or the desire of the universe.
This Butlerian jihad is very interesting. It's very so for those of you who don't know, the Butlerian jihad is basically in the Dune universe. They outlaw artificial intelligence because it became an existential threat that they had to battle against computers. You have a lot of other sci-fi in the sci-fi canon, a lot of other novels warn about this. And now we're at the precipice. Well, at least we're led to believe that we are.
Yeah, it's all stupid. It's all so stupid.
It's all bullshit. I actually don't know the singularity of philosophy.
It's the same scam as wanting to go to Mars when we're already on a spaceship flying 30 million miles per hour through the fucking universe.
Yeah, but the scam going to Mars is plants within plants. So, to use another Dune metaphor, plants.
Isn't it just the best movie ever? Or best book ever, I guess? Because
yeah, I'm about to read it, so I enjoyed it when I read it, but I lost my attention after the age of 18 or 20.
Actually, I think it's a better movie than a book, because there's
The Lynch's fucking version, I think it's much better than Villeneuve, but neither here nor there. I still enjoy.
So which character from the movie do you think? Isn't everybody technically trying to become the Mahdi? Isn't that like what's happening? People are constantly trying to synthesize, Paul Atreides.
In the book, there are accounts of people taking the water of life, which is the bile from the newborn worm, because that's prophesized. That's gonna. It kills all the men that have taken it, but the one man is prophesized the one man that can take it. Becomes like the Kwisatz Haderach, the universal super being.
So wait, how would you analog to the Kwisatz Haderach? Is it just Mashiach, Messiah?
The Kwisatz Haderach is kind of gross from my sensibility, because it's Gnosticism. Like you use the word Gnostic Gnosticism. It's kind of like that, or it's also like transhumanism, but without like the robotic aspect or the interventional aspect. It's kind of just man wanting to become a god. Because the Kwisatz Haderach is essentially a god. which I find gross. But it's quite interesting. So I don't know what the warning is there. There might be a warning in the book because like that's the first book, because Kwisatz Haderach, and there's like 18